here. Kenyatta in Los Angeles. Hey, Kenyatta, what's on your mind today?
Outstanding op-ed from you today on the threat of the algorithm, Tom. I mean, they're all.
Algorithms brought us Donald Trump. You know, it's fairly well documented that Facebook kind of pushed him over the top.
You know, I have screamed at the top of this mountain for so long. You see, Tom, you've spoken on your program about Citizens United many times. What we have here with technology is the technological equivalent of Citizens United, where money is determining what truth and untruth is.
Right.
And the vast majority of people do not understand. They think that they're technologically sound because they can use an app. But most of them don't know where that term app really came from, application software. Tom, some years ago, after my brief career in law enforcement, if you want to put it that way, I went to work in corporate America. And there were three main computer companies. There was one called IBM, which handled basically accounting and financial applications. There was another one called Wang, and Wang handled word processing. Yeah. And then the company that I worked for, which was called Digital Equipment Corporation.
Oh, DEC, yeah.
And at DEC. And at DEC, we were into the science and technology end. And the thing is, Tom, is that the first year in that company, it was totally like being in college again. I mean, I was going back and forth to Maynard, Massachusetts, to Worcester, Massachusetts, from California, and school for 5-6 weeks at a time. They actually had campuses, and we learned about volatile memory, non-volatile memory. We learned about all of these things, and the average person doesn't understand how this technology works. Tom, the microprocessor is the new nuclear bomb. I do not need a nuclear bomb now. I can have a laptop and shut down your electric grid. I can have a laptop and manipulate your elections. I can have a laptop and do all kinds of things that will bring about death and destruction. And I don't think that the average American really understands this. Let me just finish with this, Tom. I have 3 daughters, and they're all grown now. And I force myself to make sure that I can remember their phone numbers. Because the average person, if they lose their so-called smartphone, it's called a smartphone because it's smarter than you. They know nothing. They don't know the phone numbers of their children, their parents, their close associates, their business associates. They don't. And you and I can remember where I'm sure you can probably remember your phone number from when you were a child.
Turner 23203, yes.
I'm telling you. Okay, now, I'm telling you, there's scientists that are saying now that this part of the brain, because of this technology and these algorithms, we are losing that capacity to remember.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyways, I think it's just a really important topic, and I'm so glad that you're talking about it. Thank you very much, man.
You're welcome, and thanks for the affirmation. I appreciate it, and from somebody who's been there in the field. And this is not something that we're powerless before. It's just something that we really need to elevate to the point where politicians are paying attention to it. And weirdly enough, Josh Hawley wrote a book about this stuff. I mean, there may be a possibility of kind of cross-partisan or transpartisan activity here, although I'm not holding my breath for anything that involves the Republican Party. But Kenyatta, great to hear from you. Thank you for the call.